Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and today we're going to be making these super cute little Dragonfly Ear Cuffs. Now this was inspired by Connie and Sharon in my Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club. So what you're going to need for this project is 20 gauge wire. I'm using this brass wire from Artistic Wire. You can also use sterling silver if you like. I have cutters, flat pliers, a round form, a Sharpie, and one 6mm bead and 5 4mm beads, or you can use seed beads. So you're going to cut about a 15-inch piece of wire, and somewhere close to the middle, maybe not quite the middle, you're going to start doing the little bends where the ear cuff is going to be. So you're going to bend it one way with your round pliers, and then at about 1.25 inches, you're going to bend it the other way. Depends on how big your ear is, but 1.25 inches should be pretty good. And then so we're going to start like that. And then when you want to form the wings, what we're going to do, we want each wing to be about maybe 1/2 inch. So just bend it a little bit kind of inwards to that point, and actually use your bigger pliers, because we want to make a kind of a infinity sign. So we're going to bend it in like that. Okay, and just to get it started, let's do the same on this side. We're going to bend it back. So we're kind of doing the same thing like these bends, but a little more inward than those. And then you actually want it more to be like an infinity sign. So we're going to kind of push that in, bend it like that, and then follow this line again. I'm going to do it for over top so you guys can see, like that. We want them pretty well to be exactly the same, these two. Okay, in like that, and then in like that. Okay, so we've got like that. So we've got them all stacked together, and then what we're going to do is like really stack them like that, and then take this longer wire, and this is tricky. You want to hold them so they're stacked, and then in the middle, like in the exact middle if you can, just twist it around like that. Okay, so we've got them twisted around. This one's going to bend down for the tail. I probably should have left that one a little bit longer, but that's okay for this sample. And then we're going to bend this one straight up on a right angle. Use your nail or I guess pliers if you can. And so this one's going to go straight up. So on the one going straight up, that is going to be the head. So we're going to put the head bead on there. Probably to be sure you can cut your wire a little longer. I always like to cut it too long than too short. And then so we've got the head on there, and then we're going to bend this a little bit to the side like that. And then we want to form the antenna. So we're going to take our large round pliers and bend this to the back. Okay, not too high up, maybe about 1/2 inch. And then just kind of work our way in and make it smaller as we go. And then if you need your littler round pliers, you can, so bring that around. And then this one, we're not going to clip this one off because we need the wire to go on the other side. So right here, just bend it back on a bit of a right angle, and then with the flat pliers, hold them, the two wires together, and then just bend this up over and to the back. Okay, so we have one antenna done, and then with this one we're going to bend it up and form the other antenna. Now the other antenna, the wire doesn't have to be as long, and you could even bend it to the front or back, it doesn't matter, because we're going to clip it. So we've got the starting point of that, and then we're going to just keep going inwards. And same thing, if you need your smaller pliers at that point, just use whatever equipment you have. You definitely want one pair of round pliers, because the flat pliers don't cut it for this, making the spiral. But I guess in a pinch you could just wind it around the end of a pen or something. So then we're going to cut that one, and squeeze it down. So there we have our cute little antennas. And then for this, we're just going to put our 5 beads. You can use, these are like little cat's eye beads. You can use little miracle beads. I wouldn't go any bigger than 4 millimeter. You can also use seed beads, which are very cute. And that one doesn't fit too well. If it doesn't fit, just clip your wire flush like that so that the beads can go on. We'll put them on, and you can put 4 or 5 beads on there. And this wire, like I said, is not as long as the one I did in my previous sample, so the spiral at the bottom is not going to be as big, but that's okay. We'll just wing it. Excuse the pun with the dragonfly and winging it. So there we go. So we're just going to bend it around like that. So you see this makes like a really tiny spiral, whereas the other sample I made, the spiral was a little bigger, but it's all good. So now is the adjusting stage. So we're going to, like, there's the front, we're going to flip it to the back, and we want to just take these edges that will be the ring that goes around the ear. We're just going to bend them out a little bit just to separate them. And then you can use a Sharpie. I had a viewer suggest that I use the end of my pliers. That's a great idea too. You could definitely do that because you don't want it to be perfectly circular. You want it to be more oval. My plier ends aren't super good for that, but that's the idea. You would just kind of wind it around the end like that. And because those don't work so well for me, I'll just take my big round pliers. You can use your mandrel pliers if you have them, and just form it into a little bit of a oval shape, and that's going to go on your ear. And then the finishing touch is just take the wings and spread them a little bit, just so you can see both wings. So we're just going to spread them to make them look a little prettier, and then at that point you can just do any adjustments you need to do on there like that. And then you can even, like, if you need to tighten up these beads a bit, you just take this and tighten up the spiral a bit to hold the beads in place, and curve it into the shape. You'll try it on your ear and curve this to the shape of your ear, and there you have your little dragonfly ear cuff. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you like it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more DIY wire, art, and jewelry videos. Hit the notification button to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And be sure to check out my Facebook group, the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, where you can share photos of your work, ask questions about wire, art, and jewelry making, and just become part of the community. Thanks for watching. Bye.